Great fire isn't, y'all. Great fire isn't. Ha ha. Come on for the walk, y'all. Or get your mats if you're going to do some stretch outs. Get your weights, you're going to do some weights. Get your chair, you're going to do some chair exercises. Did I say get your mats, you're going to stretch out? Stand up, walking in place, line up. If you're walking wall to wall, jump on your bikes. Start your treadmill. Yeah.
Come on.
Ooh, I need to clean up the studio. Almost knocked my fan over. Oh, the humidity. Alright, I gotta work on these cameras. I just said this morning, it's the end of the month. I just can't jump up and down doing these cameras before and after, because apparently I'm not getting it right before. So I gotta do the after. So y'all go ahead and start. Yeah, y'all, yeah. Thanks for coming on the walk, honey. Men make chess moves, y'all. Ha ha. They make chess moves. Now I know a lot of you inbreaks don't know that, because if it's not in the only book that you're allowed to read, the only book. It was so funny. My grandmother, she only had one book, and that was the Bible. And then she had, I think it's called the Citadel, the daily newspaper. Every day. Every day. So you see, even she was breaking cult rules. But she knew it was more to life than an old African. When I say African, I mean Black Knight African book. That's who wrote those books that y'all hold so dear. Them folks didn't come from Iceland. Anyway, thanks for coming on the walk. I want to let y'all know. If you guys are long time people who work out, then you'll feel where I'm coming from. Now, I know the Ubers and the Tubers. They want them likes. They want subscriptions. And I'm on the streets all the time. So I see it. But I spent a lot of years, 25 years, begging people to work out with me. Asking them to come to the gym with me. Hey, let's take a walk through the woods. Hey, let's take a walk around a couple of blocks. Let's take a walk around one block one time. Hey, I'll read your comments on the break. Thanks for coming on the walk. Until you know how it is to be all ready to work out and you got your friend and you're standing there and you're waiting. And you're waiting. And then you say, oh, I'm going to go ahead and work out. And then you get home and you say, hey, I thought we was going to work out. Oh. Oh, was it today? Oh, well, my head started hurting. I got y'all working out with me. I got y'all working out with me. That's good enough for me. I don't know how long I'm going to last on these YouTube streets with that attitude. But I look back and I see these numbers, and I said, y'all working out with me. I'm not alone. When I say, hey, I want to take a walk. I've been seeing lately, I have about 400 people that say, hey, I want to do some kind of workout. And I'm sick of being by myself working out. So, and YouTube, I don't know all these things. I don't know all that. Yes, I go, I see moderators, I see all that stuff on other people's channels that I'm always on. I'm on the YouTube streets. But I don't know about none of that. I don't know about none of that. I know when you start doing good, there's these people they call agencies or something that contact you, but I gotta tell y'all, if I don't recognize you, I don't click on it in my email. So you see, I ain't go on YouTube for that kind of party. Came on YouTube for company to exercise. And in my head, no matter what comments y'all write, what y'all doing, in my head I see either lifting weights, on the floor doing stretch outs. I see y'all with the volume turned off, like at the gym. If you don't have your headsets and you go to the gym, you're just looking at screens of people moving. You're just looking at screens of people moving. But that's all you need. So I ain't even mad if you just looking at my feet, not listening to my words. I'm mad if you listen to my words and they ain't working out. I'm like, what you doing here? This is movement. That's it. Thank y'all for coming on the walk. Like, comment, share, tell uncle, tell auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend to subscribe and exercise with me. Yeah, y'all. Whew. So I'm glad I got that out. Before we start, this humidity is something else. We use a dehumidifier. And we're in the north. So once you take the moisture out the air is cool. But whew, I'm down in this basement with this little tiny dehumidifier. Ooh, ah. Men make chest milk. I wrote a show, produced a show, wrote a song, teaching the basics of chess. I had to watch chess players. I had to look at the greats. Yeah, I had to do Bobby Fischer, and I had to go buy Bobby Fischer book. I had to look at all the great Wu strategy, because that was 2010. I wasn't connected to the internet like that. And I don't even think the Googles was that easy access. Well, I didn't access it easily. I didn't access it at all. So, you tend to watch. And then, as I'm promoting, and you gotta find out, well, what's the importance of the chest? Like someone said on there, one of them inbreeds, oh, that's a downgrade. It's a brain exercise. It's the ultimate brain exercise. Definitely in critical thinking. Because for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. And you know that in chess, you prepare for it. You make a move, someone else is going to make a move. So, originally, I was working at Tibbetts Field in Yonkers. And it was summertime, and this young guy came on, and just talking to him and working, I found out he got a little trouble with the boys. And they all wound up going to juvie. He said prison. But I'm thinking his age. Well, anyway, he said prison. And while in there, he learned to play chess. He learned to let his mind think for him and to get him out of situations. So he came out. That's how he got the summer job. And as we talking, he said, I miss playing chess. That's the only thing he missed from prison. He said, I came out here and these folks ain't thinking. They're not doing any critical thinking, anything like that. And so we're talking, I'm telling they think it's so hard. He's like, yeah, they think the move's so hard. But it's so easy once you really, just know how the pieces move, then you can get into the strategy of the game. Well, anyway, along with all the blood and all the deaths in there, Mount Vernon, I put together a proposal to teach the basics of chess. And I asked that young man if he would be our chess coach, if I could get us hired. Now, for 3 years, I was trying to get the city of Mount Vernon to initiate its chess program that it kept advertising that it had. But I realized they had a lot of programs that they advertised that they didn't come through with because they were paying absentee people. People who got a paycheck but never did any work. And it got pulled from the recreation department. So, when I put the proposal together, I let the young man read it, thought it was great. I don't think I had added the chess song yet. Maybe I had. Chicken or the egg. Y'all know how it is with me. Chicken or the egg. And he said, yeah. So, get our stuff together. And we go down to the Department of Recreation. Karen something was her name, the commissioner. I got us in. So the young man is sitting there, and we're talking about the chess program. And the commissioner says to the young man, so you was in jail? So he's like, yeah, I was young. I made a mistake and stuff. And I was like, I met him working. This is a good program. He knows chess. He loves chess. He can teach it. Well, if we could get somebody older. I said, the program is for young people. And what better way to excite or initiate a young person by having a young person teaching. Blah, 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 blah. We got put out. He looked at me, he said, they would stop it because of me. They wouldn't accept the chess program because of me. And I was like, no, they don't want the chess program because that means that people will start thinking and vote them out of fucking office. That's what I told him. We're going back to 2004. So, anyway, I had to do all that. Had to make my rounds to the park. Find out where they was playing chess and the men talking and shit. And it's a certain way that they think. Oh, I was telling you I was putting the proposal together. And all our wars, everything militarily, all this stuff, the government, different things, the foundation is chess. And they think in chess moves. So you see, in chess, the king is always protected. The player sits in front of the board, ergo, the player is the king. Doesn't matter if it's a man, doesn't matter if it's a woman, you sit at that chessboard, you're the king. Person across from you is also a king. Do you see the difference how men think? Women don't think like that. They say the man is the king and I'm the pawn. They don't know what a pawn is, but the fact that they bow down kissing their feet, they'll let you know. And that they will protect that man with every inch of their life. That's a pawn move. So when ladies sit down to play chess with men, they have to see themselves as kings as well as the person sitting across the board from them as kings. And if you can't do that, you have already lost the game. Yeah, y'all, it's time to take our break. Read this comment. Don't this war go by fast? That 15 minutes was so fast. Oh my goodness. As soon as I start walking, I gotta stop. I won't stop sweating though. When I go upstairs, I'm drenched. I took a shower, cold shower before I came down here. When I leave here, go upstairs, I take a cold shower again. Hey y'all. Hold on a minute. Thank you, ma'am. Girl, you got that. Thank you. Oh, somebody put XSS and crying, and then there's something missing. And then Elizabeth says, oh my gosh, you talking about the young guy? Wasn't that some messed up stuff? People change, honey. You said, go girl. Yeah, Liz, thank you. Go girl, I'm going. Ooh, y'all, that wasn't a lot of messages. Let's keep this party moving. Let's keep this party moving. So y'all can get back to y'all fantastic day. So, in this election, this is men's territory. They're ruled. They have their pawns. Told you, John Smith. Back they said the late 1700s. He said he was going to make a group of people who will be loyal to Mormons and obedient, not question. Women, like I said now, if the husband said fill up a bucket full of water and put your head in it, they will. Because they've been taught that's God's will. And he did this by inbreeding. And now we're in the 21st century. And they're coming home to roost. They're not telling you how many mentally challenged, and as we would call them, high functioning, mentally challenged children they produce. They're to the point that nature is stepping in. You have incest and inbred is so much. That's what your natural selection is that you ain't getting. Every time I hear natural selection, you think it's black people. No, natural selection is you fucking your dad fucking you, making all those babies, then he fucking the babies, and the brothers fucking the babies, and then the babies having babies from them. For close to 200 years. And that's where you get the your makers or your cult people. They don't think. They're told they don't have to. That there's a higher power greater than your brain that is going to think for you. Why would this earth and making you give you a brain if not to use it? But you can breathe the will of the brain use out. Apparently it has. So you just follow you. I'm on the YouTube streets. Someone say pedophile. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Repeat it. And this also pedophile. Just like a parrot. Someone says, I don't like tomatoes. 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 No one stops to say, I ain't never tasted a tomato. the brain is not working to say, wait a minute. How are we saying we don't like that? We ain't even tasted it. Go find us a tomato before you say what we don't like. It could be something to help the body. That's when the brain is engaged. But when the brain is not engaged, you just listen. I think about these German Ethiopians and their laws from a time of no sanitation. When the Ethiopians came into the German hills, they was facing folks that had no sanitation, no food thing. They was dying from their own poisoning and inbreeding. And at that time, the Ethiopians put in rules in place for the survival. And you turn it into a ritual. We got bleach now, bitches. Move on. Becoming. The world is becoming. Even I'm becoming. I'm becoming dead. But it is what it is. I'm becoming. But I got this. So when you sit down with these men, oh yeah, I was going to use an example. Kamala Harris, VP, between two men. That ain't never a good chess move. Pull a piece. We're going to sing the chess song at the end. You pick what piece she would be between. One bullet. Gone. Woman's bullet. Gone. I said two women. I say three. But I know this is a male-dominated society, and I know that book is still in place. I know that book that tells you it's okay to essay people because all you got to do is ask for forgiveness. Fuck me. Fuck the victims. All you got to do is ask for forgiveness. Well, why don't you ask not to do it? Why ain't that in the book? You're taking away their sex trade, their human trafficking. They mad at you, and to the point you can't even decide whether you want to keep a child or not. You have no control of your reproductive system because they have inbred so much that the children are not coming forth like they wanted to. So now they're going to make all women have to keep babies. They ain't got nothing for the sex trafficking. Who the uncles and the daddies and shit. Yeah, y'all need to put that out there. Yeah, I did tell my daughter, Daddy, don't touch that. I ain't had to say he's ready. He don't touch that. You let me know. And he knew how to handle her from afar. He knew it was a girl. And she was a father. But he used discretion. These people are not discreet. And they think the women's movement of having Kamala up there is going to stop them from stopping down women. Let me tell you something. I have not yet seen a court case of a man SAing another man. I haven't heard the details of the court trial of a man SAing another man. Very rarely, they touch on it very briefly about men SAing boys. Because to men, it's not SA. It's making the boy a man. But I want to see that case. So, you got to think in terms of chess because that's the way men think. You got to think 2 steps ahead, 3 steps ahead. See, I'm already telling you 2 women. Because I've already seen them take Kamala out. Why? Because I study chess. I'm not a chess master. I look at how the chess is. I saw how it is. I apply it to life and situations. It's called being 2 steps ahead. I'm not going to sit there and say, oh my goodness. Oh, they took her out. And then it's over. Oh. No. Men are waiting for opportunity. Opportunity to stop it. I already told y'all what happened to Martin Luther King. See, I said Martin Luther King because it's the civil rights movement. You gotta think in terms of protect the king. If that king position is, we're talking about all the chess pieces when you line it up. That king, be you or me, Kamala, women's movement, all protected. All need to be protected. Why? Because there's a man sitting across that chessboard from you. He want his clothes washed. Nobody ever taught him how to wash his clothes. He want his food cooked. The Bible didn't tell men how to cook food. It told them that he ain't got to cook it. And then the pimps in the pulpit, the rectum bandits, pedophiles and robes, and them penis baby suckers, they tell you to beat the woman into submission and make you have your meals on time. That's what's sitting across the board from you. Okay? That's the king that's coming over here to the women's movement. The Democratic Party, Kamala, VP. Because you see, I say the Democratic Party because you see, we have a chain of force too. That's why I said let's go back to intelligent thinking and make the right moves. Stop all this fucking name calling. That's the level, the base where them people are. Yeah. I was holding them. I play my little games, but they get so boring sometimes. When you know strategy and set it up, even with them, and you know it's about the money, it gets boring after a while. Because I ain't handing over no money. Every now and again, my daughter buy me a $10 Google card. And it'll take me about a month and a half to spend it. Because I'm going with what I win. What you need to give me, neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you see, on our board, in front of our board, you got the women's movement. That's what I put it as king. Kamala representing the women's movement. The Democrats representing the women's movement. That's king. Then you have Queen, Bishop. Now, I got feelings about the bishop. That's why I stopped and started laughing, because I was like, take the bishop out right away. Like the bishop, you got 2 of them. But you see, keep your eye on them. Because when the enemy come over, if they're men, anyway, we're getting a chess strategy. I'm calling Ralph. He made little clips for me. He's over at chess.com under Let's Castle, but for the podcast, he made a lot of little strategic video stuff, but we're not going to listen to that until September. Again, I said this for the month of August. We're going to go with chess on. Squeeze your gut, tuck in your elbow, neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know? And then you look what you have to do. 2 steps ahead. Because the person, the men sitting there, the men that want to take away reproductive rights, those men that are in charge of these inbred drones, the hair the same, the clothes the same, you talk the same. Somebody says, pedo, they say, pedo, pedo, pedo. I work with mentally challenged. I know. They go along with get along. So across from you is these men's, their sex trafficking, their women abusing, their children annihilations, and they look across the board and they see what we have. But what they gonna see is, on either left or right of Kamala, Women's Movement Democrat, is gonna be a woman. And that's gonna blow them off. 5, tuck in your elbow, squeeze your gut, not up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Love, good love. Oh, too soon. Ha! Squeeze your gut, tuck in your elbow, neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, y'all, let's get this gulp and chat. I'm drinking sink water, y'all. I thought I had a cold bottle of filtered water in the refrigerator, but I didn't. The coldest water in the refrigerator was tap water that I use when we make the ice. We don't have a fancy refrigerator. Um, so, I'm thirsty. Let's see if I can. Hold on. Hold on. I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty. This is Neighbors, sung by the Wilkes Cousins.
Almost first, baby, you got it. Square straightforward, you know you got it. Captures
Not too bad in the water department,
diagonally,
but
just
it's
protect the king.
sink water.
Just protect the king. Just protect the king. The rope was horizontal and vertically, forward and backwards, if you please. Must be an empty square in between the capture the enemy, capture the enemy, capture the enemy, capture the enemy. Bishop moves diagonally, forward and backwards, a number of squares. One bishop moves on black, the other on white. One bishop captures on white, one bishop captures on black. One bishop captures on white, one bishop captures.
This is the oh, I forgot what you call that in music. I did it. I just forgot what it's called. Well, man, that was a garage band. Ooh, the queen is the most powerful piece. She controls more squares than the other. Forward, backward, diagonally, in a number of squares. She cannot jump over pieces, so she can capture. That jumps from one square to another in an L shape. Baby, you got it. It crosses two squares in a straight line, and then one square either left or right. Either left or right.
Either left or right, either left or right.
The king is the most important piece, though not the strongest. He can move one square in any direction. If he is not safe, then you lose the game. Ha ha, yeah, y'all. Hey.
King is in Japan. King is in Japan.
R-E-S-P-C-T, chess is an important game to me. R-E-S-P-C-T, champions is what you see.
King 142, fishes, 2 rooks, 2 knights, 2 players, 8 pawns, 1 pawn.
Oh yeah, a little respect. I'm gonna keep on trying. I'll be the best, and I ain't lying. Respect. Yes, sung by Alexander Rhoda and edited by Matthew Gillespie and yours truly. That's the video of it. The music that I put up at the end of the month was me and Alex. Alex was like, Vicki, we can't keep listening to that cassette that you tape together. But I did a good job. It didn't skip or nothing. Didn't skip on anything. I think you can listen to it in the first season of Neighbors when we're in Greenwich at the Archibald Community Center. And I think that's when Alex made up her mind to help me. With the chess song. Oh yeah. And if you go to Neighbors TV chess song, excuse me, and you look at the video, you'll see the Allegro dance troupe out of Greenwich dancing in it. They understood the importance of chess. They understood the chess song. I think many of them now, what are we talking about? They should be in their 20s. They know the chess song. They spent many moons rehearsing to it. But they were free dancers, jazz, modern rock, rap. They were, and I didn't have the money to ask, the, what do you call it, choreographer, to say, hey, let's get together. I have this idea for this choreography program, and then can you get the participants to do it? I didn't have that money to make that kind of request, but the choreographer was kind enough to say, well, we have routines that we're working on that can fit into the chess song. I said, I'll be there with the cameras. Whew, all morning. Ooh, child. Getting that sink water down was rough. I hope it don't mess up nothing inside me. I filter my water. I bet y'all have that filtered water in the refrigerator when I go back upstairs. Hey, I'm gonna look at your messages. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Oh, hey, let's go. Okay. Bricky, Mindset TV, speed up the walk. It's called Just Your Pace, Bricky. You speed up your pace when you walk, and I'm walking at my pace. LOL. WTF? Oh, is that lunatic? Damn. Oh, they want to know if I'm... Oh, okay. I was wondering where them trumpets was. No calories was burned making this video. Yeah, look at the sweat. Do y'all know that? That a lot of times when you sweat, you're burning calories? But you'd have to know, like, well, physical. Do y'all take physical education in y'all inbred areas? Eric Breezy, be seated. I don't know if that's to me or somebody in the club. Okay, I guess y'all talking to each other. All right, y'all do that, because I be walking. Those that don't walk and exercise talk. A lot of commenting going on. Whew, I gotta get rid of the sweat. Hold on, y'all. People sitting down in the chairs, talking a lot of stuff. Ain't moving, ain't going nowhere. Thanks for coming on the walk. Like, comment, share. Tell an uncle, tell an auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend to subscribe and exercise with me. Again, thanks for coming on the walk, and I'll see you tomorrow.